Hey YouTube, coming into my final Sunshine Cup team, and it was testing two Pokemon that I have not used yet, and I thought, well, one I knew was good, like Shadow Flygon, because it's already everywhere, and I kind of knew that it would just be strong. But the second was Serperior, because I felt that Serperior kind of disappeared in the Open Great League because everything that kind of beats Grass got buffed, right? You have Fire got buffed, Steel got buffed, Poison got buffed, uh, Bug got buffed, so everything that beats it kind of got buffed there. So grass has just kind of disappeared. But Superior is still extremely good because it's got some bulk and it's got that frenzy plant that comes at a very, very fast pace. So I thought it would have some play here, and it does have play. You are double weak to ice in the back, and I did see people starting to hunt Flygon, so definitely ran into like some pillow swines and stuff in the back. So Swampert lead, tough lead, so we'll go into Flygon. Flygon is half ground, half dragon, so it neutralizes the water. So that's still neutral, which means it does a ton of damage, right? So Ferret comes in. I'm only going to get one move off, so might as well make it the Scorching Sands. And then at this point, the question is, can I incinerate down, or am I going to have to burn energy? You're looking at 4 minimum, maybe even 5 full to take this out. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Okay, looks like it's probably just going to be 4, but I'm not taking him another move? Okay, interesting. It would have been 4. But throw in just in case they get to another one that would have basically taken me out anyway, so I just did that. Out comes the Swampert. I know it has Sludge now, and I got 2 shields and not a lot of health left on the other one, so will shield up the Sludge. And it's a Credilli, so Bullet Seed, which is, I guess, better. Acid would have been super effective, so Bullet Seed is resisted. There, I'm going to have to get to the Rock Tombs. Rock Tomb is neutral. I have Frenzy. Frenzy's neutral. But I will do good on the pacing here. Unfortunately, they do lower my attack, but we'll get this second Frenzy off, see if they let this one go. And they do. So I'm going to instant swap and basically force them to throw here or get to a move. And I do get to a move. This is big because if this lands, it will take out. They do not do it. Try to come in and force down here, and they do get it. I still have a shield, and I'm going to have to burn that shield immediately because I'm not taking a super effective Sludge. And if I can get the farm down here, which I should be able to, I'm going to have almost a move coming out. How much energy they have left? They're in the green. Health of that mat. They have energy, but the Rock Tomb does not take me out. And I do get the Frenzy, and despite my attack being lowered, Frenzy is still a Frenzy, so takes out what's left there. So tough lead overcame that. Flygon, I ran into a few Flygons, and it's kind of tricky. Serperior first Flygon is kind of like an actually neutralish matchup. If anything, I'd say you have a slight advantage. But it's either like that in Serperior, which is like not a great save swap, or come into a mirror match, which you're behind on energy, or you stay in here. And I've stayed in here before multiple times, and yes, Incinerate is resisted on the Dragon, and yes, Rock Tomb is resisted on the ground, but you can still chip / grab a shield, and that's exactly what I did. I did chip. I grabbed the shield. They did grab a shield right back against my Dragon, or Flygon. It's a Dragon Flygon. Okay. And out comes Gligar, so I guess kind of where I want to see this thing. Here comes the first Dragon Claw. Let's see how much, it'll probably just chip to 50. Yeah, it's not a shadow here. I may shield. Yeah, if they have Fury Cutter and Aerial Ace, it's kind of a very, it's a, not kind of, it is a very tough matchup for Serperior. Out comes an Obstagoon, and this is where Serperior is just going to dominate, right? Counter was nerfed. It can only get these Night Slashes, does not hit super hard. I can take these moves with ease, and then here comes some hard-hitting Frenzies. So here's the first Frenzy, almost takes it out. I'm going to take a Night Slash. Can I farm down, or do I have to throw a move here? I'm going to commit. I do get the farm down. Going to throw the Aerial Ace, assuming that they're going to shield, and if they don't, I'm almost at a second one anyways. So they do shield. Instant Snipe with the Dragon Claw. Take out what is left of the Gligar. So we had a Swampert lead, and we had a Flygon lead. And here comes a third Swampert. So again, we'll just go into Flygon. This one is a Shadow Swampert, and there is no way I can take a Shadow Hydro Cannon, so I have to shield this up. But we are losing all the leads with magcargo right now. And they came in with Jumpluff. So Jumpluff is half flying, which means we're going to have to throw the Dragon Claw here. What am I going to do? Let it go? Yeah, I assume just let it go and come back in. It'd be tough to burn 2 shields. I mean, magcargo and Serperior do have some bulk, so it's not like I need to need to carry shields to them, but if I can avoid going down 2-0 shields, I often do, because that is a bad spot to put yourself in. Our switch clocks are pretty desynced, which is why you can see I'm spamming that Serperior, hoping that they come in Swampert and they're switch locked still, so that I can get to this move. Again, Shadow Swampert with a Sludge. I really don't want to take here. No, not surprised that I am shielding up, and it's Ferret in the back. And this is where Serperior is just good, right? Even matchups. Frenzy's going to do well over 50%, and you can take fast moves and charge moves. It's got that nice defense stamina combo here. So took a move, got me to the yellow. I've already grabbed one of the shields. There's the second one. Going to come in and overheat. Knowing that magcargo is essentially useless, let's just get off the nuke here. Basically take it out. They do get to a move. And it is a Trailblaze. That is fine. Are they going to come take me out here with the Swampert? They do, but they got to be within a couple HP here. Goodbye. And then a fast move down. 3 for 3. 3 terrible leads, 3 wins. Credilli, neutral lead. Watch this be my first loss. Well, it is neutral. Let's see. Bullet Seed. Bullet Seed actually makes this much worse. So I went from like a neutral lead to a bad lead. Because now the Bullet Seed charges very quick. First of all, it's neutral as opposed to Acid, which is resisted. And it charges quicker than Acid. And Rock Tomb is super effective. So I do take the first Rock Tomb. And here comes the second one because of the speed of this thing. Again, if it was Acid, I'd probably outpace, but not with this. I did grab one shield already, so I'll just try and take that advantage. And a Gligar comes in. I'm staying in just because... Why am I staying in? Because I'm close to a Frenzy and I've already grabbed one shield, and I thought that they're either unlikely to shield or this Frenzy is going to put it within Dragon Tail range, is essentially what I'm thinking. So there's the Frenzy. Here comes the Dragon Tails down, right? So not bad scenario overall. You have the Credilli on the front, and it is a Piloswine, and I am double weak to ice in the back. So, and Flygon is actually double weak to ice in itself because it is weak on the dragon and weak on the ground. So they just get the full farm down, have energy, and I'm a grass. So this thing's loaded with energy. I have I have one shield, but it does not matter. They're going to have almost a second Icicle Spear right here. I'm doing super effective to them, but all for naught. As here comes the second Icicle Spear. So you are double weak to grass. I mean ice. You know, there's a couple of them. There's Abomasnow and there's Piloswine. And I know some are using Ice Fang Hippowdon. So there's definitely some ice type moves you got to watch out for. And I also know people are going to be saying, you're letting full Dragon Tails through there. I am. When you get to the third Incinerate, that's 15, and that's 15 on the Dragon Tails, which means they're going to get a full Dragon Tail through. It's tougher to time because if you do go for the extra Incinerate, they're just easily going to get to another Dragon Tail or Dragon Claw combo, which probably puts you out. So I just bad fast move time it. Frag comes in, just going for the Scorching Sands, hoping to put them low enough that I can Vine Whip down. And we're going to go into a Dan talk in a couple minutes because I think you guys get the idea of the team. Although it is like double weak to ice in the back, do you need to draw out an ice? You know, again, there's only a couple ice. You can kind of hope for the best. And if there is an ice in the back, you're kind of screwed. You do have a fire on the front, so if you want to save swap Flygon to try and draw out an ice and then punish it with magcargo and Serperior roams free, that works. Flygon is a save swap. I usually try and get Serperior on, you know, your Ferrets and anything where it's sort of like bulky, neutral, can kind of play through that matchup style is where I do it. Nice catch on their own Flygon. That just cost me the game here too. Okay, Dan talk, because this is something that I noticed when I was playing. Because you'll see half these games are definitely different times, but it's also like significantly later in the day. So what happened was I did what I wanted to do. I did Tuesday, Wednesday pretty hard, and then I did like a few battles on Thursday. And then I'm like, okay, no wait. Did I even play Thursday? Maybe I did a few battles on Thursday. And then I stopped for like 3 days. Yeah, and then I stopped for 3 days. So let's say half. Like say maybe I played in the morning on Thursday, maybe I didn't, and then I did not play on Friday and did not play on Saturday, and I did a few more battles on Sunday. So I think I took like at least 2, maybe 3 days off here. And in the 2 or 3 days, two things happened. One was the meta changed immediately again. Like I saw a lot more pillow swines and stuff coming out towards Sunday than I did on Thursday. And I think that's just the evolution of people started using flygons and stuff like that. So they started to answer that. At the same time, I find GBL is not like riding a bike that you can just kind of get back on and keep going. I felt like rusty even after 2 or 3 days. And that's something that I've noticed a bit with how I'm playing GBL now. And I do overall prefer how I'm playing it. So again, for those of you who are maybe newer to the channel or within the last few years, or last few seasons, I should say, I almost guarantee I was one of the top 10 most played GBL players in the world. I had played every single set, every single day since season 1. So season 1 through like season, what number are you on? Like 20 something now. So probably like season 18, season 19, I played every single set, every single day. If there was a day we got 100, I did 100. If there was a week that we got 100 every day, I did 100 every day for the week. So I was at like probably top most played GBL battles in the world. And when you're playing every single day like that, you get into a rhythm. Like you get in rhythm with your team, you get into a rhythm with the meta, you can adapt. Again, the meta didn't change as much as it does nowadays. Like nowadays it seems like it's so much. And again, a lot of that is content creation. All these content creators putting out teams, and I see the comments about like, oh, Accent put out this, Rise put out this, Homeslice put out this, and then you see all those teams. So I think a lot more people are just changing their teams quicker based on content creation, which, like, I don't know. This is just a sidebar from my other thought that I'll get back to, but I don't know if it's always been like this, because I don't remember like this. For sure, don't get me wrong. For sure, people use content creators' teams, but I found somewhere in the last like 5-6 seasons, it's gone from like some people use content creators' teams to like a lot of people use content creator teams within like the first 20 seconds of them putting them out. And I'm just like, yes, content creators, a lot of us have like good ideas of Pokemon that could be used and stuff like that. But like, man, the amount of people that just kind of follow blindly and just use these teams seems higher than I remember. Anyways, on that aside, I'm finding now that when I'm doing, the story. So I play every single set, every single day, 19 seasons. And then I think I hit Legend like 18 seasons in a row. And then when I hit Legend, I'm like, I'm going to take the final 2 weeks off. I'm like, oh, this is kind of nice. And then one season I like didn't hit Legend. And then I'm like, oh, okay, I don't need to grind this every single day. So now the way I play GBL is essentially go hard on Tuesday, Wednesday, and a bit of Thursday, so I have enough content for the week. And then basically from Thursday afternoon till Tuesday. Like I don't play realistically Thursday afternoon, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, or Monday GBL. And again, I think a lot of this has to do with just like the leagues. We have had very, very few good leagues here. A lot of just like Ultra League and the Limited Cups, or Limited Cup Smash League, or maybe like 1 week a Great League there. So I'm just finding that like the metas, like the leagues are not what I want. But I'm just finding like when I go back after like 4 days to even let's say league turnover for the next week, like not only am I rusty, it's like I am just not in tune with what is going on in the game after taking like that little bit of a break. So yeah, I don't know. I don't want, I actually enjoy not playing those like 4 days because it's like the weekend and with the kids. I've got my content done because I go hard like earlier in the week. So I don't mind taking off later, but if I feels like my flow's off. And I don't know if that's like the same for anyone else with consistency and stuff. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you've noticed that. Water gun Quagsire, and then followed by Piloswine. So I think I just got hard counter this whole match. But yeah, water gun Piloswine, water gun Quagsire. I saw a bunch of those. So I'm guessing a content creator put that out because I saw a ton of water gun Quagsires. I'm like, this is not normal. So I'm guessing some people put that out. Ice Fang Hippodon, like I said, I bet you someone put that out. So we'll see. Like, I'll play, I think, a lot more Great League this week, given... Where are we here in the schedule? It's either I'm going to play a lot this week or I'm not playing this week at all because I am off work this week and my kids are gone this week as well. We still have 6 weeks left. Okay, that's kind of a lot, and we have a double Great League in a row. I have a double Great League in a row. Okay. And then August is pretty busy. Again, I'm still aiming for Legend, but not at the expense of my summer. How is your summer going? Mine has been straight work. I mentioned that I did the music festival here. Really good shows. I do this music festival every year. It's called Ottawa Blues Fest. There's like almost no blues anymore. Maybe it started at blues like 30, 40, 50 years ago whenever this event started. But it's just like mainstream stuff now. And like older bands. So it's like really a mix. So I'm filming this on yesterday, Sunday. Wednesday night I saw Def Leppard. Friday I saw Green Day, and Saturday I saw Papa Roach. And all three were like killer. They were like really good. And I've been to this festival pretty much every single year since I moved to Ottawa. So we're looking at like 13, 14 years now. And I've seen a lot of different people that I would never seen before. Like I saw, who have I seen that I never, well, there's a lot of people that I saw that I always wanted to see that I never got to see before. So like a lot of the rock bands. So I saw Foo Fighters twice now. I've seen Red Hot Chili Peppers. So they've all played this festival. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Foo Fighters first one was kind of like meh. Second time they came was really good. Red Hot Chili Peppers had a lot of audio issues when they did theirs. It was like a sold out crowd and had audio issues. So it was kind of like a weird one. But, and then I've seen a lot of people that I would never ever see before. So I saw like, Lady Gaga, Keith Urban, Kanye West before he went crazy, Snoop Dogg. Like, so I've seen a lot of people, and I always appreciate. This is just my take. What I hate the most is when the band or artist sounds nothing like their music, like on the radio. Like they're just like, when they sing live, they're just like their voice isn't there. It's not matching up. They're either because they like overfix it in editing or auto-tune it or whatever. So I always appreciate those that can like sound the same as they do on the radio. And honestly, I was worried about Def Leppard because they're like 40 plus years old now. No, they're like 60s, but they've been around for like 40 years. But they were killer. Like they sounded pretty like great. Obviously a little different than they would 40 years ago, but pretty damn good. And then Green Day was spot on too, and same with Papa Roach. So all of them were good energy and good entertainers. So had a lot of good fun during the event. This again, as this has been just like a Dan talk. The worst one I've ever seen was 50 Cent. He came through like, how many years ago was this now? Still downtown. So like maybe like 8 or 9 years ago he came through. And he came on stage late. He did a bunch of like the newer songs that no one cared about. He disappeared off stage for like 15 minutes where he had like a hype man be like, who do you want him to come back? I was like, yeah, so of course we want him to come back. It's middle of the set. Where the hell did he go? He did 40 seconds of In the Club and then he transitioned to a new song during the middle of In the Club. It was like the worst performance I've ever seen. It was terrible. um, yeah, I also have a bad history of seeing people who then died within 6 months. I saw BB King. BB King was like 98, but I saw him, then he died like 6 months later. I saw Tom Petty, and he died like 6 months later. And then I saw what the hell's his name from the Stone Temple Pilots? Scott Weiland. Scott Welland. Sorry, Scott Welland. Scott Welland from the Stone Temple Pilots. I saw him, and then he died like 6 months later. It was just like, man, the luck of the like seeing these people and them dying like 6 months later. Oh, and again, I saw Foo Fighters, and then maybe it wasn't 6 months later, but then the drummer there, Taylor, he died like within a couple of years after. So it's just like maybe it's just the business of music, right? These guys go hard, guys and girls go hard, and on the road, and lots of drugs and stuff in this industry. So maybe it all just catches up to them, and I've just kind of got a lucky time. But it just, yeah, it's kind of like a weird, like, oh, God, another one I saw that just drops dead 6 months later. Yeah. Anyways, so I just finished that music festival. I am exhausted. I am like, I go to bed like 10:30, 11 every night, but like being in the crowd and going to bed at like 12:30 every night and standing during them for like 4 hours, 5 hours, it's just like my body is not used to this. Anyways, that's enough Dan talk. Let me know in the comments below. 1, how's your summer? 2, music festivals, if you've done any. Who's your favorite artist and stuff? I'll give one more story because I'm just on the whole artist thing. So I've seen a lot of people at this one, and the artist that I've seen the most in my life, if you've never heard of them, because they're a very Canadian band, they're called they're the Arkells, and they started at McMaster where I did my undergrad, and they started at the same time that I was going to McMaster, and I was actually in a friend group whose sister is the bassist of that band. So I used to see them when they were playing like in and around McMaster at bars in front of like 20 people. And now they're like one of Canada's most like popular bands over the past like 15 plus years. So I've seen them like 16 times, but many of them even before I came to Ottawa. So that's my music history as it's fresh on my mind from the event that I've just went to. Anyways, top teams tomorrow, league turnover. I think I just saw it's everything tomorrow, Great League, Ultra League, and Master League. So we will definitely do Great League teams and I guess Ultra League teams as well. Stay tuned for event coverage. I covered this morning. I think I'm going to put that out. I covered the new Pokemon coming to Pokemon Go during the event this week. So go grab that. And with that, I'll say thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.